My daughter and I recently started a small business, casualwiners.com, and what I wanted was a magazine style site that would allow me to show teasers to people and support us as we were beginning to launch this program. Now, this is a program that runs for $14.95 a month or $149 for the year. Eventually, we're going to be selling other items, but there are a couple of things that I wanted to accomplish. First of all, I wanted to accept both credit cards and PayPal. And one of the conflicts or the challenges I had is I was already using the Infusionsoft offered WePay account. It's a separate business, so I did not want the funds going into that same bank account. So I needed a way to get around that problem. I really wanted to minimize the monthly charges for the additional software. I didn't want to be adding another, $30, $40, $50 a month add-on, just so that I could be supporting, the other business with a different bank account. I really wanted the membership to be well integrated with Infusionsoft. That's, my team and mine's expertise. I didn't want to, needlessly have to use like a Zapier integration if a better one was available. And then, like I mentioned before, I wanted a magazine site with teasers so that non-members could get a taste of what they're not getting, and that could be a way to entice them to make a purchase. So here's the site. I'm currently not logged in. If I wanted to log in, and I'll do that in a moment, I could go there. But what we have here is someone that's not logged in. They see all this great information. This is a wine tasting we just had. People can go through here and they get to see the beginning of the article, but they don't get to see anything else. So, then we push them to the join page. So the whole site is set up like this so that only logged in members can get access. People, again, they might see like an interesting article. They want to read up on that. And when they go through, sorry, you can't get in there. So AccessAlly became a really good solution for us. And I point out that my team and I, we build an awful lot of Memberium sites. We love the solution. It's great. But it wouldn't allow us to do what we were needing to do here. So first, I'd like to show you how the Casual Winers order forms work. So this is an order form that's built by AccessAlly. It's on the WordPress site. It's not an Infusionsoft order form. And so I can jump in here, and I'll just pick this one, for example. And the way that AccessAlly does it, it's always a two-step process. Now this is kind of cool because then I can go in This provides a really nice benefit. Even if they decide to start the transaction and stop, I've already got them filling out a form. So not sure why I'm getting an error. So let me try that again. Okay, it worked the second time. And so here we are, we set it up. I'm able to accept a credit card or PayPal. Those are the two options. If I have PayPal, I can jump up here and it opens up PayPal the way you're typically used to using that. If I have a credit card, I have to fill out all this information, otherwise I do not. Built into the order forms is this idea of I can put a price with a slash out so people can see how much money they're saving, for example. They've got built-in, they have a built-in coupon. No, I misspelled it. I can do that to 0, and the nice thing is if I do a price of 0, it adjusts itself so that it doesn't need you to enter a credit card. All this is really nice. Now when I do go and pay, the nice thing is AccessAlly creates an order that's marked paid inside of Infusionsoft. You can configure it so that you can tag multiple things that are going on. For example, you can tag that they filled out the first form, and then if you wanted to build an Infusionsoft campaign for an abandoned cart sequence, you could. Once they make the purchase, you can set tags based on which product they purchased. If you do have a coupon, for example, I have this set up in a simple way, but what you can do is allow the application of a coupon to present another product, and that way you can take action differently based on the coupon code being set. So this is a really nice step up to the out-of-the-box Infusionsoft order forms, which honestly, are much less powerful than I would like them to be. We have this set up here so that you can do both, monthly and yearly. Now, how did I overcome the issue with not having to pay additional money for Infusionsoft add-ons? One of my options was to use a Nexus Merchants implementation, which is about $30-40 a month, which enables me to add a second, let's say Stripe account, and attach that to Infusionsoft and treat it just like if it was a merchant account. It works just fine with Infusionsoft order form, but it does not allow me to do that without having to pay an extra charge. Now, once I've paid AccessAlly, the benefit that I have is that I can connect a Stripe account and PayPal natively inside of the AccessAlly configuration sets. So I can come up and say, I want to accept credit cards. Here is the integration with Stripe, and that connection is made. So that enabled me to take money through Stripe and put that into a separate bank account. I was able to create a second PayPal account. So the Casual Winer's business has one PayPal account, and then my other business, my consulting business, has its own PayPal account, and I can treat them 100% separate, and I don't have to pay an additional charge. Now, finally, one of the features that was not built into AccessAlly, and this is something that Memberium does have, is this ability to put up. Okay, I'm logged in now, so I'm sorry, that is not a protected article. So I'm going to go here and let's say grab gifting wine for Christmas. This is a protected one, so I get this. So this did require us to do a little bit of programming. The programming will display the excerpt plus a special message like this one that we have here, trying to get people to become members if they're not in here. So this was really the only out-of-the-box programming that we had to have in order to support this, so it would function more like a magazine site that only has solutions available to members. Now, so gifting wines is protected, but if I go in here and I log in, if I go in and log in as a member, now I can go into the gifting wine article and see the entire content, and in this case, it's a pretty long one. So I thought I'd share with you AccessAlly really has a nice set of features and one to consider if you have this sort of unique set of requirements.